As seen from the air, plenty going on down there. 2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, last season, Miami paid the price of success. The Heat was worn down from the shortest offseason in U.S. sports history, getting just 7 weeks off. Coach Eric Spoelstra said it was a year like no other. You have to adapt and adjust. This is the life you chose and what you wanted, to play deep into the playoffs. That's the price of chasing something great. Back to you guys.
Well, he's honest, that's for sure. DA, thank you. And checking out some numbers for Malcolm Brogdon.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Brogdon out there with Hield. Then there's Brown. Then it's Julius Randle. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Heat, Oubre out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Gordon in at the 2. And for players who won't be at the All-Star Weekend, how nice is it, Brent, to have this break to rest up and step away from the game for a few days?
It is. It's something you have to learn. I think younger players think that time off is exactly that, like completely away from the game. And guys who are a little bit more seasoned understand that you can't take the full week off like they give now during the All-Star break. You still have to get some kind of conditioning in, because when you come back, you do lose a little bit of that timing. And so this is key to have some veteran mentorship, to talk to some of the younger players about, hey, enjoy the time off, but when we get back, the real work begins.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, we've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
Hield the pass to Brown. Now Brogdon. And it's good off the back rim and in.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic big and blocking.
Brown outside. Now the pass to Hield over Gordon. Spurs passing it around. And Nurkic gets it to go.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Last game, 26 points. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in.
Even though Eric Gordon went in amongst the bigger guys on the floor, he's able to remain calm and get 2.
To the middle. Here's Randle, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
Now they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burner.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Brogdon. Sabonis, no good. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Brogdon against Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
And the coaching staff enjoying that, as Randle is becoming a bit more of a facilitator.
The Heat have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Now that he's attracting so much defensive attention, Greg, Brown is routinely getting others involved.
And how about his assist numbers have skyrocketed? And it's really not surprising. His sole focus is doing what's best for the team.
Now Brown, after Eric Gordon's three-pointer that didn't go. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. And Randle throws it down.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Gordon kicks to Stewart. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Ogden picks him up. The Heat need to get a shot off. Sabonis, he trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Zero hesitation from Shea on that play.
Brogdon the pass to Hield. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Randle finds Brown. And here is Brogdon. Nurkic trying to get open. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight. Now,
here's Brogdon. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. That's a 2 from Randle. Rebound by the Heat.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Bucket is good.
Good job by the lefty to get in there and corral that rebound using his wingspan.
The Spurs have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. To the paint. Nurkic trying to get open. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist from Brogdon. Brogdon's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Brogdon against Gilgeous-Alexander. For 3, Gordon. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Ooh, that three-pointer right there hurts. The former Indiana Hoosier really can bury those threes in bunches.
Brown outside. Back to Hield. That one, no good. The Heat go the other way with it. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
San Antonio leading. Brogdon kicks to Randle. Outside to Brogdon. Brown outside. 5 to shoot. And he makes that one.
And the spacing right there for Buddy Hield allows him to get that shot off. You just can't give him that kind of space or he's going to hurt you.
And the first time out of the game called for the Heat. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively. Just giving up way too many open looks.
Sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Stewart. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Sabonis. Kevin Porter's checked in for Eric Gordon. And Poole subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the thing about Rashawn Holmes is that he's really focused on his craft as a big.
And I like GA the fact that he doesn't really go too far outside of his lane. He has great timing on his cuts. He stays on the inside and will provide some physicality. He'll shoot high percentage shots, and he really just does a great job of playing to his strengths.
Both free throws good from Holmes.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Here's Mann, guarded by Poole. They get it back. Brown. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
That's his first personal foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
Poole, the pass to Porter. Over Monk. And that one hits back iron. Spurs leading by 4. Passes it to Man. At the top of the key, Monk. From outside the arc. They get the rebound. Brown.
2 minutes.
And finished off by Brown.
And there's no excuse for allowing Brown to get that deep. He's just brilliant at jamming it down the defense's throat.
Pass to Holmes. Poole bounce pass. Here's Porter. A rebound by the Spurs.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Brown outside. .119 left in the first quarter of the game. Took the opportunity when he saw it. And it's a 9-point San Antonio lead.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Oubre dishes to Porter. Shot to stop the run and finished off by Porter.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Here's Monk. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Man passes to Brown. Down low. Here's Monk. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Monk's got 5 points so far.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Poole, the pass to Porter. Holmes kicks to Poole. He dishes it to Oubre. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Brown outside. Pass to Monk. Lets it fly. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for San Antonio. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for San Antonio. Olynyk is out there with Malik Monk. Then there's Hayes, and it's Man in at the 2-guard spot.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Heat have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And we've heard some talk, Greg, about the possibility of NBA expansion. What do you think about that?
Kevin, I think it would be great for the league. I mean, I played in Seattle for a season, and I know they would love to have a team back in the great Northwest.
Now, here's Monk. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Brooklyn. Man can't hit.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Here's Poole. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte. Here's Oubre. Here's Holmes. Another shot. And he lays it up and in.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. To the inside. Monk makes it off the glass. Monk's got 7 points in the game.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot especially inside. He's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Now, here's Oubre. 8 points his last outing. Here's Porter. Offline with the baseline jumper. Spurs leading by 7. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. There's the pass to Monk. Poke loose, and it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And midway through the season now, the power rankings starting to show a more complete picture. You take a look at the Warriors. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And right now, the Spurs, they just crushed expectations all season long. Only a few people thought they could sustain this level of excellence, but here they are.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And a new group in for the Heat. Stewart's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Sabonis comes in for Frank Kaminsky. Gordon's checked in for Oubre. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Jordan Poole. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gordon. Inside, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Sabonis, such a fantastic prospect, the guy you think is going to play 10 or 12 years in this league, and a good job there getting contact and getting to the line.
Free throw good, Sabonis.
And a lot can be said about Domantas Sabonis' scoring ability, but everything else he does, he also excels at. Also a terrific passer for a big man.
Now, here's Brogdon. Here's Randle. Drops in the layup for 2. He has 6.
Well, Randle finding out some creative ways how to score on the inside, becoming smarter and more adept at doing so.
You know, when you think about the other areas where Sabonis stands out, rebounding has to come to mind as well.
Yeah, and Kevin, he's a guy who fights for possessions, not going to overwhelm you athletically, but he knows his team relies on him to be a force on the glass, so he's never afraid to get physical to win those battles.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Stewart. Kicks it to Gordon. Fires top of the key. Randle grabs the board.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Brogdon the pass to Randle. Here's McLaughlin. Defended by Sabonis. Offensive rebound. Randle. And Randle throws it down.
So active and understanding more and more with his experience where to be to get offensive rebounds is Julius Randle.
Porter against Brogdon. It's stolen by Randle. Here's Hield. Here's McLaughlin. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gordon the pass to Stewart. And here's Gordon, who's coming off a 13-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
And here is Hield following the 3 from Sabonis. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from Gilgeous-Alexander. Porter against Brogdon. At the elbow, Randle. Nurkic trying to get open. Randle no good. And it's Sabonis with the ball for the Heat. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. San Antonio leading by 5. Passes it to McLaughlin. Pass to Hield. Lets the 3 fly. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Yeah, watching Hield shoot is quite astonishing. He does a great job of establishing his feet as a foundation for his 3-point shot.
Now, here's Julius Alexander. He has 6. Pass to Sabonis from the baseline. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Brogdon the pass to McLaughlin. Hield with it over Gordon. Hield can't hit. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Here's Stewart. Randle grabs the board. Randle's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Brogdon with it. Randle outside. Down low. Porter with the steal. Gordon with it. Now guarded by Hield. It's deflected.
Buddy with a good awareness defensively there and a nice job in his effort defending.
And then Randle slams it in.
Oh, that's nuts. Randle getting up there, turning a little bit, and putting on a bit of a show here.
Timeout called the Heat.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And some changes here for the Heat. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Sabonis. And Poole subbed in for Porter. San Antonio also making some changes. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Jaylen Brown comes in for Buddy Hield. And it's Malik Monk in for Jordan McLaughlin. San Antonio leading by 10. Brogdon outside. To the paint. To the middle. Here's Brown. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And very early on, Brown learned how to finish through contact, an essential skill for an NBA player to master.
The Spurs have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. 1:32 left to play here in the second quarter. 3-pointer, Randle. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 5 assists in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now here's Gordon. He has 5. Here's Julius Alexander. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Back to Brogdon. Buries it down low. Brogdon's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Timeout called the Heat.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Miami. Oubre comes in for Eric Gordon. Here's Holmes. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor.
Now, here's Julius Alexander. Trailing by 17. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. That's going to send Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to the free throw line. That's on Malcolm Brogdon. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he'll attack the rim as often as you let him.
That's impressive stuff, too, for a young player to just rely on the fact that they are relentlessly going to attack any opposition defensively and try to get to the free throw line and take that kind of contact. And that's what Shai does.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Olynyk not afraid to get physical out there with the defense all around him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
First free throw is good. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Randle. And so Olynyk nails both of them.
And Kelly Olynyk, one of those guys who has been very accepting of his role. You give him a bigger load, he's fine with the playing time, and if he has to come off the bench to produce, he's okay with that too.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 3 on the clock. That shot, no good. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Spurs out in front. They finish off the second quarter on a 14-3 run. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. A stellar first half for Julius Randle. He ended up with 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
There was no shortage of dimes on this team, that's for sure. Numerous guys displayed good court vision, moved the ball, led to great shots. They're in full control of this game right now.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
They've been struggling to get shots in general, but down low, they've been paper soft. Hate to say it. Giving up way too many easy looks. They can't protect the rim more effectively in the second half. It's going to be a long ride home.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
They've got Domantas Sabonis. Gordon is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Oubre, and it's Stewart in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Brown outside. The pass to Hield. Pulls from the top of the key. And no good. Now the Heat take it the other way. Now Gordon. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the basket by Gordon.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Randle finds Brown. Here's Brogdon. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Gordon, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Brown against Oubre. Six on the shot clock. This is it to Stewart. From 11 feet away. Moves back up. Oubre, good.
You can see that contact really didn't bother Oubre Jr. on that possession.
Hield against Gordon. To the inside. Got a hand on it. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Stewart trying to get open. Sabonis, no good. And Randle has got the ball here for San Antonio. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
The Spurs making a switch here. Hands checked in. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 9 points in the game so far. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Stewart with it. Picked up by Brown. Stewart kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Miami no good on that time either.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Brown outside. Latrey buries it from 3-point range. Brown's got 16 points.
And you aren't going to slow down Brown when he's scoring the ball like this. He is simply on a tear.
Oubre finds Stewart. Healed against Gordon. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Stewart. Good D by Hield. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Mann. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Dishes it to Brown. And the dunk by Brown.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
They are just killing him on the interior.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Down low, here's Randle. That one's not going to go. And Miami the other way now. Inside, here's Stewart.
Yeah, easy call.
Antonio foul. Julius Randle.
The Heat have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
First team foul. Now at the line, Isaiah Stewart.
He's off on the first. Porter's checked in for Eric Gordon. San Antonio also making some changes. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Nurkic. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Randle. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Buddy Hield. And with the 2020 class, we saw your teammate, Tim Duncan, get inducted into basketball's Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I loved hearing some of the stories that other players and coaches and competitors had around going up against Tim, and the reverence, the respect, that they could never rattle him. It's so cool to hear those stories from the outside, having been a player so fortunate to be on the inside and understand what made him tick, what made him great, and just how special he was as a leader for so long for that Spurs organization.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Mann. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's Brown missing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And SGA up there getting that flush to go.
Spurs leading by 16. Here's Mann. To the wing right side. Olynyk the pass to McLaughlin. And Brown now atop the key. 4 on the clock. And then Brown with the dunk.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 11 points in the game. Step back shot. San Antonio with the rebound. Hayes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to McLaughlin. Brown with it. This one for 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Timeout called the Heat.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
And the Heat with some changes. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Stewart. Kaminsky comes in for Sabonis. And Poole subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. The Spurs also with the sub. Monk's checked in. And the pass to Porter. And here is Poole. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Back to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Holmes trying to free himself up. Porter, no luck. Spurs leading by 21. Poole with the steal. Heat moving the ball around. Porter finds Poole. Off target with his 3. And so Brown will bring it up for San Antonio. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. McLaughlin, the pass to Brown. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. Chance for another point at the free throw line.
That's his first personal
It's
foul.
going to go on Rashawn Holmes.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
Poole, the pass to Kaminsky. 2 minutes. To the paint, here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's Porter, and he gets the bucket. Porter's got 8 points. 1:32 left in the third quarter. Brown outside. Pass to Monk from past the arc. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
3 points.
Brown's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Poole with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Driving in. That shot off. Some solid defense from Brown. Here's McLaughlin. He's guarded by Kaminsky. Pass to Brown. Feeds it to Hayes. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Rashawn Holmes.
Love how Brown distributes the ball, keeping his eyes up at all times.
Now, here's Poole. Covered by Hayes. And it's blocked.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And the dunk by Brown.
And I love the attitude of Brown. If he sees a fast break opportunity, he's seizing it without a second's hesitation.
Oubre finds Kaminsky. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. 6 to shoot. Here's Porter. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's San Antonio running away with it. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. We've got Looney, Brogdon out there with Lee. Then it's Malik Monk. And it's Hutchinson in at the 4 spot.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Galloway. Parker left side. Over Lee. Here's Galloway. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Galloway has got his first points of the night.
That's a good read by Jabari, a solid passer. And he knew he could reward a teammate that time.
Knocks it loose. Here's Hutchison. Brogdon looking it over. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I've gone back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work, and only to find out I was using the wrong key.
Well, you risk getting torched when somebody's open. Peyton's skilled enough to find the open man.
Brogdon kicks to Lee. Pass to Monk. Spurs passing it around. And that one's good, Brogdon.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And the dunk by Parker.
He's got a wide reach, so Parker's stretching out that time and grabbing it and throwing it down.
Brogdon the pass to Lee. Now, here's Monk. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
For Miami, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. 2 points, that one goes.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
And there's the pass to Hutchison. Here's Looney. He's guarded by Kaminsky. At the elbow, Lee. Passes to Galloway. There's the dish to Payton. Here's Nwora. He feeds it to Parker. It's deflected, and he gets it back. It's good. Parker's got 4 this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Hutchison. Lee outside. Pass to Monk for the 3. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Payton kicks to Galloway. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Out left to the wing. Nwora trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Spurs. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And here we go. Galloway, the pass to Payton. Now, Kaminsky. Back to Payton. Shoots from the baseline. Hutchison with the rebound. San Antonio's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. Brogdon the pass to Monk. Out to Lee. Brogdon with it. Driving to the basket. And he dunks it down.
How about Brogdon rising up to the rim?
He'd have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Here's Galloway. And Looney sends it back. Brogdon against Payton. Looney passes to Lee. Payton against Brogdon. The pass to Looney. Good D by Parker. Miami's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And Chandler Hutchison is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And Frank, you played for the Spurs, who pioneered player rest. More and more teams have followed that suit over the seasons, calling it load management, even risking fines. Any concern with the way things are done?
Well, I understand the fans' complaint, to think about being a 10-year-old boy or girl and LeBron James is coming to your city and it's a load management day and he's not playing. And so the league understands it. It understands it from its broadcast partners and the way that they want the star players to be involved in every game that they play. And they've tried to adjust the schedule and moved it around a little bit, doing away with back-to-backs. I think it'll be a constant battle, but the organizations are investing in these players, and health is their #1 issue. They want them to play as many games for as long as they can at an elite level. So we'll see how it goes in the next couple of years.
And Parker with a clear path to the hoop.
There's some quick feet out there from Jabari Parker, sprinting down, gets to the open spot, and the D could not catch up.
Passes it to Lee. Here's Hutchison. Here's Mann. Misses the jumper.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Here's Nora. And Spurs great Tim Duncan recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and you played with him, Brent, for a handful of seasons. You won a couple rings. Any reflections?
Well, Tim was such a tremendous teammate and so welcoming to every player that he came across that walked into a Spurs locker room, with the inherent trust he had from Coach Popovich that they were going to invite players that were going to come in and be about the right thing. I just remember my first time visiting San Antonio, signing as a free agent, and the first person that I saw in the summer in the gym by himself shooting bank shots on the practice floor was one Tim Duncan. What a leader and what an all-time great.
Here's Payton. Nurkic with the block. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Spurs.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jaylen Brown.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hutchison. Inside. Nurkic in the post. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Nurkic with the block. They recover.
San Antonio foul. Kevon Looney. That's his first personal foul.
The first one falls.
Second team foul. Now at the line.
That one misses. Here's McLaughlin, covered by Payton. Here's McLaughlin. And so it's San Antonio, easily taking this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Malcolm, you're on a real roll right now. How do you think things are going?
I feel great. You know, there are going to be stretches where we don't play as good a basketball than the stretches where we're playing very good basketball. So, you know, the key is...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.